Hello and welcome everybody to the Amazon Advertising Weekly Update number 4. Actually, when I scheduled this weekly update, I didn't thought about actually that some of you celebrate Thanksgiving currently. So happy Thanksgiving for anybody who has time to join today. If not, I hope you find time after this holiday. On Black Friday is the next best day to watch this weekly update. But maybe on the weekend or whenever you find time, you could join. Awesome. So let's get right into it. It's 26th of November, and this time I won't forget to share my screen. I prepared some topics, so let's here it is. It works. So let's get right into it. What have I prepared this time? So there were some news last week. One that is currently pretty massive, actually, and affecting a lot of you is probably the sponsored advertising budgeting problems that some of you spotted, or the ones that are currently taking place. Amazon said that they are currently solving most of it, but it actually can still lead to some problems. I will get into this a little bit later. And there are news about the new carousel images for sponsored ads on the detail page. So this is interesting, and the main focus, of course, will be the custom audiences because the remarketing options for sponsored display. This is a massive, huge update, and it's so interesting that we will focus on this later in very detail. So, first of all, news number one. Actually, I hope that the most of the problems are gone by now, but actually, I don't think so. The first person who reacted to this on LinkedIn was Elizabeth. Thanks for spotting this. Actually, the Amazon advertising team sent out an email to everybody who's signed up for the Amazon advertising API and said, well, we have some big problems. And it could affect all advertisers in North America. This was the status yesterday. And what happened? Well, they said our budgeting system is not able to perform correct budget capping since 24th of November. That means actually you set a budget limit and you spend more than you want. And actually, this is not what you what you want and not what you signed up for. And the good thing is Amazon actually said, well, we will not charge you on overspends. From my understanding, this is gone even more critical right now and also affects advertisers in Europe. And actually, this is very bad timing because Black Friday starts in a few hours, and I hope that everything is back on track. And actually, the workaround so far is none that we can do. The last thing that I've seen in the advertising console was that Amazon said, okay, we are back on track. Everything is pretty much back to normal. But if you see some problems, hopefully they will be gone in a few hours. So yeah, let's fingers crossed that Amazon is solving these issues that they have. So next thing. The new carousel images for sponsored ads on detail pages. I think we covered in the first or second weekly update on this show, where Destaney spotted that we actually now are able to flip images on the detail pages. So if you mouse over a sponsored product ad on the product detail page, actually the first and the second image will be shown. And so that actually was quite nice, and it's a good effect to transport more information via the images that you have. But it also gets a step further because Destaney spotted an update on this a few days ago. So Amazon starts showing not only first and second images of a product, but the whole listing carousel. So if you mouse over a specific product that you advertise, actually it starts flipping around the whole listing. So actually you see all the images of the product, which is kind of confusing. Well, but if the images are bad, right? So, but actually, if this is rolled out to everybody, to every product, it actually can give you some interesting insights of how you use your images on the product detail page. So they can be more interactive, they can be more explanatory of the features that or the way you use the product. So this is pretty good, but before this is rolled out to everybody, I think a lot of us need to prepare the images for this. I would like to see an opt-in feature. So for this, or Amazon informs us beforehand, because if we have just our listing that I show you here in the images, where you just have a table of facts, this is just pretty annoying, I think. So let's jump right into it. So the focus topic for this episode is actually some kind of a game changer, and this is remarketing for sponsored display. It's the very first time that we have real remarketing on Amazon, and it's a game changer on so many levels. And I will show you why I think this is the case. So what happened actually? We spotted the custom audiences for sponsored display ads some days and weeks before, but last week it finally has been officially announced and immediately rolled out for all sellers and all vendors in the US. So this is pretty awesome, because the functionalities are so diverse and you can create so awesome campaigns and strategies with this, and we will dig into this a little bit deeper in a second. But first of all, this is for all the sellers and all the vendors that sell in the US. So open up your advertising console and get started. For everybody that has a registered brand, you can actually just use it. Open up your advertising console, create a new campaign, and follow the steps and that I just will share with you. So that happened, and let's get started. Why is it that awesome? Well, first thing is, if you want to create a new campaign, well, you can create for all the sellers out there. You can create an ad group, of course. And then you choose your targeting. And you not only have the product targeting, but also views remarketing. That's a new name. And for all the sellers and vendors based in the EU, this is pretty awesome. And I think you will look forward to it, because it is that awesome because you have placements on and off Amazon. This is something that we in the EU don't have right now, but you in the US, everybody who's located in the US, will be pretty happy with it, because you can reach custom audiences who viewed product detail pages matching specific criteria. So check out the details. The placement is on and off Amazon, meaning that your ads will be shown not only on Amazon.com, Amazon DE and all this, but also within the advertising network of Amazon on IMDb or all the other websites that they own or the network that they have. And the bids or the pricing is also based on the CPC, so you only pay for the click. So it's not a cost per mil. You just pay for a click. So this is pretty rare in the standard remarketing perspective. And yes, you can create custom images and logos and text for this. But we will look at this in a second. So, and now you open up, start creating your campaign and set up your targets. First of all, you can select multiple products within one ad group or within one campaign. This is different to the old standard, to the old SDA campaigns that some old folks of you probably know of. So you can look up all your ASINs that you want to advertise. And yeah, this is awesome. You can not only create set forward one product to it, but multiple products. So this is the first thing that you have to keep in mind. You can put all your products in one campaign or in one ad group. And I will come back to this in a second, because this opens up some awesome strategies that you can create at scale in a few seconds, actually. Well, and then you, of course, have to set a default bid. Amazon suggests 50 cents per click. Actually, yeah, I don't know if this is a good, depends, of course, of the product. But a slightly difference between the product targeting and the new remarketing is actually, I don't know if some of you will already noticed, but Amazon says, or only gives you the option to have the dynamic bids up and down option. If you select the product targeting, you also only have the dynamic bids down only option. And in this case, you also only have the option to use the dynamic bids up and down. Actually, I don't know why they do this, but yeah, I don't know if they fear that the CPC is too low so they can increase it from time to time. Actually, I don't know. But this is an important difference. Normally, if you are not a fan of using up and down, you are tied to it. You cannot change it. So, yes. And now let the games begin. Now it gets really fun, because now we want to create our custom audiences, and you have the chance, the possibilities to create a custom audiences based on categories or specific products. And we start here with the categories. So you can actually retarget product views of all categories, and you can think of the categories of a filter for a lot of products behind this, right? You know this from sponsored products campaigns. You know this from sponsored brands campaigns where you have the product targeting. And this is pretty similar. So you have now the category view, and you define some kind of filters, which products you want to target. And actually, you target all the users that visited a product within the category in the last 13 days. So you apply remarketing on products of a certain category. This is pretty awesome. And you can go down the category tree very detailed. We know this from the sponsored products campaigns and sponsored brands campaigns. This is the same. And what's pretty interesting, you have a minimum bid of at least 2 cents. This is pretty low. This is the lowest that you can have. You don't have, in sponsored products campaigns, it's also 2 cents. And I think in sponsored brands, it's 5 cents. So here in sponsored display for remarketing, we also have 2 cents. This is good. This is good because it offers some nice strategies that you can apply in a few, that will show you in a few seconds. And of course, you can refine your categories further by brands, by price ranges, reviews, and shipping. And we know this from sponsored products and sponsored brands product targeting. We have the same options here. So this is pretty awesome. And again, you don't target the products. Of course, yeah, you target the products, but you target the people, not the product, right? You follow the people around Amazon and off Amazon that viewed products that you target. So this is something that you have to keep in mind. You don't follow specifically the product around Amazon like we do with sponsored brands product targeting or sponsored products product targeting. But in this case, we follow the user across Amazon and across the World Wide Web if he has viewed a product that you have targeted in the last 13 days. So this is pretty awesome. And so these are the categories. You can define a very, very interesting group of targets here already. And each of the audience that you add to your campaign or ad group actually can have an individual bid. So of course, maybe a very good and close, or products that are very close to your category, need a higher bid because the products are much more closer to your own product than a category that is far, far away. Let's go to the second tab. And actually this is the products tab. And this is pretty easy and straightforward because we only have two options here. You can retarget product views or users who viewed your product, actually the product that you advertised, the products that you have advertised. Just remember, we can add more products into more than one product into the product and into the sponsored display campaign than one. So if you put 100 products in your sponsored display campaign, you will target everybody that has viewed one of the 100 products, right? Or you can start to advertise or target people that had viewed similar to your advertised products. So this is somehow a black box. We know this from Google Ads, of course. They have similar audiences list. Facebook has lookalike audiences. And here in Amazon, we have custom audiences with similar to your advertised products lists or products, whatever. And this is pretty awesome. And actually, by default, this is selected. So if you start your creating a new campaign, these two audiences are the default. And they are the default because actually this is so easy and so a no-brainer to use this that this is because I think why Amazon put this as a default, because it has I expect the best performance in these two categories, of course, because this is true remarketing on your products, specifically if you only target advertised products and not similar to advertised products. This is true remarketing on and off Amazon. And this is, it's a no-brainer. If you haven't done this yet, do it immediately, because retargeting is normally has low CPCs, a high conversion rate. The people already interacted with your product, and yeah, it's a no-brainer. You should definitely do it. Use it, try it, and be a first mover. Actually, it's brand new, and the lower the CPCs. You know this. We've seen this in sponsored brands video ads, and I totally can recommend doing this. Okay. So, but I said, okay, I have prepared some strategies to actually execute this now. And I come up with 3 very simple, but I think good strategies that you can apply. And the very first is the one that I just outlined. So the first thing is re-engage with your viewers, with the users that have already visited your product. So create individual campaigns for your top products. Target only your product viewers, no similar audiences, because this is the core of this is the best performing group that you have. So if you're afraid of using sponsored display campaigns, start with this, because this is the best group of customers that you can target, people that viewed your product. So you need to remarket them, re-engage with them. So I would say create individual campaigns for your top products, target only your product viewers, no similar audiences, because you have the best budget management and the best reporting. You have right now we don't have a good or no reporting. Christian just hab heute das. Okay, thanks Christian for your comment. Actually I recommend doing a campaign for all for your top campaigns, because then you have a good overview of your spend and of your performance, because right now we don't have a good reporting on available or none available. The second strategy is actually re-engage with your similar product viewers. This is the second best group that you can have in sponsored display campaigns. So because they are close, but not the closest, but they're close to the users that have a potential customer base for you. So use again specific campaigns for that, especially in the beginning, to try out how good does it perform and test how good Amazon identifies similar products, right? We have to get a feeling of how good this performs in your niche for your products. How good is Amazon to identify similar users or similar products? So yeah, give it a try. And then last thing actually is a catch-all low bid campaign. And this is something that you should definitely also give a try. So what you should do is create one campaign at all your products that you have into this campaign and advertise them, and target specific categories or maybe even all categories out there, and use a default bid of 2 cents. Actually, it just does. If somebody clicks, it's awesome. You got a very, very cheap product display, a very cheap session on your products. So actually, do this as Christian obviously just has done by himself. It's I think a very good strategy, and of course, after you launch this for specific categories, you can increase bids for specific categories, for specific niches where you can increase the bids, because the ACoS is so low that you can invest more and to reach more people. And yeah, just think of the people that you can reach with this strategy. If you never use DSP, the Amazon DSP, and this opens up a brand new audience for you, for your products, and actually you should give it a try. Yeah, and actually that's it. These are just 3 strategies, but there are of course more out there that come up in the next days and weeks if this goes more into practice. But if you have any good strategies, share them, please, because I'm thrilled to know. So thank you everybody for watching on this 26th of November, Thanksgiving Day. And I wish you all a good and a successful Black Friday tomorrow. And see you again next week. Stay healthy. See ya. Bye-bye.